good morning. It's about 10:15. See, I knew what time it was before I pressed the record button and then completely forgot about a split second later. It's about 10:15 on Wednesday morning. Later today I have an interview. It's for an MA position and I'm really worried I'm going to mess it up. My desk is almost clear enough that I can bring my sewing machine out, but I'm not going to do that until after the interview is over. I don't want to get so focused on doing fun things that I don't get myself properly prepared. And then after that, hopefully lots of fun things. So I'm pretty sure I've mentioned on here before how insects likes me, but I don't like them back. On Monday we went to the park, had a lovely walk, walking by water. Some of it was stagnant. There's a very small section where we walked past stagnant water. And I ended up with an insect bite. And this is what it looks like now. The only contact I've had with it is to put antihistamine cream on and then put a plaster on the top, which is what I always do, because the plaster on the top stops the antihistamine cream from rubbing off and it also stops me from scratching it. But yeah, since Monday, that has got worse. The red patch around the bite here has got bigger, and that red patch there I think has actually got bigger. So yeah, I don't like insects. I have a suspicion that whatever it was that bit me wasn't your common or garden mosquito. I think it might have been something a little bit more malicious than that. So I will keep an eye on it. Hello, car. Ooh, that wasn't a car, that was a lorry full of sand by the look of it. Or a truck full of sand. Any road. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. But at the moment it's sore as much as it is itchy, which is unusual for me. And actually I can feel it being uncomfortable when I walk, which is also unusual. So yeah, that's fun. It's about 3:10 in the afternoon. I've had quite a nice lunch about an hour ago. The last pita breads I had were, I heated up the last pita breads I had from the coleslaw at the weekend, shoved in the grated cheese we had left over from the spaghetti or the pasta we had yesterday, shoved in some fresh tomatoes and some vegetarian pepperoni slices, and I basically had pita pizzas, which was nice. I thought I was quite clever in setting my interview for 5 o'clock this afternoon, because that way I'd have the whole day. It would be a nice relaxed day to prepare and brilliant and wonderful. And what's actually happened is I've sat here for most of the day panicking and getting really worried and worked up that I'm going to mess everything up. Oh, I'm clever. I really didn't think that one through. So this morning I have, well, had my lunch. I have done a bit of prep. I have gone through and cleared a whole load of photographs from my phone and put them onto my laptop, which means that I now have more space on my phone. So hopefully when I'm making recordings, my phone just doesn't go full and cut everything off, the way it seemed to be doing yesterday or the day before. There's a couple of emails that I've meant to send for ages that I've sent. So I'm sort of doing stuff, but not with great gusto necessarily. But it's fine. It's absolutely, completely and utterly fine. I'm not sure what we're having for dinner tonight. I did suggest to James that we had jacket potatoes. He was like, that sounds good. And I was like, but we cooked in the fire pit. And he was like, So I actually do want to do that at some point. I remember reading about it in guide handbooks when I was a kid, that you have your potatoes, you wrap them up in foil, you bury them in the embers, and you have the heat of the embers that cooks them. Maybe not tonight, but I do want to try it. Since we have a nice neat garden, we may as well go outside and do stuff in it. So anyway, I am trying to hold off doing anything either... Oh, there's the hand. Where we go with this. Oh, hello. Yes, I'm trying to hold off doing anything fun or exciting or in-depth or involved until after the interview's over, because I don't want to get into something like the washing up or emptying the bins or whatever and be so focused on that I sort of lose track of time and don't pay attention to what I should be doing. And I don't want to do fun stuff again for the same reason. So yeah, only another couple of hours to go. So it feels very strange to be sat dressed up with makeup on, just to be sitting on my sofa. And it also does pain me slightly to take this off. I put it on the day we left the EU and it's not been off since. But as that's potentially a political statement, it may not go down well in a work environment, so I'm taking it off just to be on the safe side. Wish me luck. So I'm in my garden. I've done everything I can do. Wait and see what happens. I don't want to go talk too much about the interview process and the opportunity and so on and so forth, because if it doesn't come to anything, I'm going to look like a bit of an idiot gushing about it. But yeah, I've done what I can. James is on his way home this evening. We're going to have fish and chips because I haven't really thought about food for the majority of today. And when I said to him, or texted him and said, what did you want to eat? Got no reply. So right, fine. Takeaway. Not necessarily good for us, but takeaway. Actually, I'm quite glad I didn't go for the potato options cooked on the fire pit, because it's suddenly got a bit breezy and cool here. Maybe tomorrow, maybe later in the week, maybe next month. I don't know. There's one final thing I want to do in the garden, left over from Saturday or Sunday or whenever it was that we did all the gardening. That's plant carrots. Oh, unflattering angle alert. So at the weekend I put together or filled up a tub with compost and stones for drainage with the aim of planting onions, I think it was. Then looked at the instructions on the onions that said they shouldn't be planted until I think it's September, October time. So I have a tub of compost doing nothing at the moment. Well, I say doing nothing, it's been a snail racetrack. So that's the plants watered, and as far as I can hear from here, the washing machine's on its spin cycle. We do have a watering can with a rose on the end that does the little sprinkly thing, but I think there is a dead snail clogging up the rose, and do you know what? I am not dealing with that one now. That one can wait until tomorrow. The plants will be watered, that's the important thing, and I'm going in because it's cold and there's insects. If it's a house spider,
then you shouldn't put it outside.
No.
No. It's not going to do you any harm then.
It might if it crawls into my mouth.
Yeah, but if it crawls into your mouth, you'll do more harm to it than it will to you, so it's probably not going to do that.